the internet is a very scary place. It can be beneficial for a lot of things, but if it's a tool like anything else, the way you use it is what's important. And when you open yourself up to stuff like that, unfortunately, it can get kind of crazy. And I think nobody knows that better than Wendy Williams. My girl is back. She did a Breakfast Club interview, and I'm gonna just tell you, when I was listening to it, I listened to it in its entirety, and I'm here to tell you that
the whole thing.
I don't know what they're saying about Wendy, but let me tell you, ain't nothing wrong with that lady. That lady is in her right mind. She knows exactly what's going on. And I feel like we have to have a larger conversation about conservatorships and the people who have power over you should you become incapacitated friend. What do you think? Because hashtag free Wendy.
Free Wendy. And that's exactly what I think. I didn't get to watch the entire thing, but I did watch a good amount of it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Charlamagne. Because I ain't know him and Wendy was cool like that. But it's good to know that she got somebody solid. I don't care what y'all say about Charlamagne. I know he got his course with him, but one thing he actually is real. And that's what I noticed. He gonna stand behind his own personality. He got his own personality. You ask him something, he just gonna shoot straight from the hip. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate her having somebody that I feel like is pretty solid in the industry to talk to. I also appreciate her niece. I've never heard of this niece. Not that I would. I don't know Wendy. I don't know her. Why would I know her niece, right? So it's like, but I've never seen her on the show or anything like that. But I'm glad that this person has come forth to support her during this time. Now, here's the issue that I knew immediately when something was wrong. The fact that y'all let that Lifetime series or episodes air, that's when I knew Wendy was not in good hands. I knew something was wrong with Wendy. Like, I knew that whoever she had around her wanted her to be shown at her rock bottom. And that bothered me the most. There was not a time in that series or whatever the case may be where Wendy looked like she was okay. I don't care what contract she was in. I would much rather you fight tooth and nail to show that this is not a good time to film her, that she is not well. I would much rather you go to bat for me on the back end than to put me on air looking like that. I was so concerned, highly concerned for whoever was around her because they showed this woman, you seen it, friend. You seen it. That's what
it hurt my heart.
She don't got the right people around her.
It hurt my heart because while it may be true that at one point she was cognitively impaired to the point where she was unable to make decisions for herself, it doesn't seem like that is true as of today. And so for her not having access to a phone and for them to disconnect communication to her friends and family, forcing her to be in New York when she'd rather be in Florida with her family, seeing her daddy for his 94th birthday like a carrot.
The only parent that she has. The only parent she had.
Them people hate Wendy.
Celebrate.
Them people hate Wendy, and they need to be punished. I feel like it should be absolutely illegal to do what they're doing to Wendy. And now that she's sober, specifically, I think that they need to revisit the whole idea of a conservatorship for her, have her reevaluated mentally, emotionally, whatever the case may be, because to live like this is crazy. Putting her in a room for 24 hours a day, she can't communicate with her friends, family. She got a little TV, but she don't know anything other than what she's seeing on program television. Like, come on, y'all.
Terrible. And it's like, now that this niece seems okay, I think that we need to go back to the table, because if she does need a conservatorship, then I think the niece should be in charge of it. Yeah, I think that we need to go ahead and hand over all of her estates, her money, her finances, and things like that to the niece and let her take care of her aunt, because it seems like she's doing better now and that she need to be around family. It's just this is how you know you have the wrong people in certain positions, when they try to rip you away from your friends and family. That's when you know, even in relationships, when you're with someone and they do not want you around your friends and your family, you are not with a good person. You are not in good hands. It's not giving all state. You really have to find someone else to be with. Because at the end of the day, if someone loves you and they know that being around your family and friends keep you grounded, it lets you know, it keeps you where you come from. It just keeps you level-headed. Why would they try to rip that away from you? There's a reason why they don't want you around your father. There's a reason why they don't want you to talk to your son. Thank you. So that people won't know what they're doing to you. So that nobody knows what's really happening to you behind closed doors. And I just think that that's wrong.
This is yet another characteristic of a narcissist, because they will isolate you from friends and family they want to be your only resource for livelihood, basically. They want to be your everything. Because if I'm your everything, Lene, you couldn't possibly figure out who you are and leave me because I don't deserve you.
That part.
If I keep you down here, you could never be better than me. If I make you believe that I'm the best you're going to get out of life, you'll stay right here and let me treat you any kind of way because I need that. I need that. I'm not good enough on my own merit. So I need to be able to put you down and make you feel like this, whether a check is coming with it or not, because these people are obviously pulling strings to get some money. Ain't no way you treating this lady like this and you love her and you ain't getting paid.
Yo, you getting paid off the top. And that's the issue, is that you taking everything off the top. Because if you're telling me that this woman is living, first of all, this is Wendy Williams. I'm sorry, I just can't believe that she don't have enough money to not be secluded to a small room with a TV in the door. She deserves so much better than that. Even if you was to put her in a townhouse, you know what I'm saying? Or a duplex or whatever. Why is she secluded to a room? This is Wendy Williams. This don't even make sense how y'all move it, and it needs to be investigated. Somebody needs to investigate, and I'm hoping that I'm sure, because I didn't watch the whole thing, but I'm almost certain that her reason for coming forth is to put authorities involved, to bring attention to it, to people, so that people can be aware, and it could be the Free Wendy campaign. You know what I mean? Like, I think she's been very intentional about coming forth on the Breakfast Club so that we can start to move on her behalf, because she really can.
Absolutely. And I think it's the best decision for her to involve other authorities, because these people just moving willy-nilly. And I knew that Wendy was okay when they asked her about Diddy. And she said, it's about time Diddy done. I said, that's the Wendy I know. How you doing? I said, that's the Wendy I know. Wendy is fine, honey. Wendy probably stressed. She tired. She being mistreated and abused. But mentally, she got all her faculties. She knew exactly what time it was.
And I believe her. She been around so long. I believe her. She said he did it, then he did it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Like, she know. Because she was in that. Not she was doing that. I wouldn't dare say that. But Wendy had a drug addiction. She was on radio before this, doing her own thing. She talks about, you know, her lifestyle and how she was. And I know she probably have seen some things. She's probably been around some things. She probably knows some stuff. And so that's the one person that's going to tell the truth. She know. If she said it, I believe it.
I believe it too. Wendy ain't never steered us wrong. She have been a little messy. She messy. But she done always told the truth. And so for that, Wendy Williams, we tip our hat to you. We hope and pray that you get the help that you need. We riding with you, #Free Wendy. And we looking forward to not only a documentary, but a book, a memoir, a TV show, or something in your words, because we would love to know your story, but we know that you deserve to have it told on your terms and in your language, the way you want to be portrayed, because what they doing right now is taking advantage of you. And if the girl Sabrina, she made me want to fist fight, so I had to turn the interview off halfway through, because when they started talking about the person specifically responsible, I said, don't put me in a room with her. Don't put me in a room with her.
Dead wrong.
So hopefully we'll be able to hear some positive things coming about, because this Breakfast Club interview blew the whole spot up, and we got to get to the bottom of it.